Hey y'all!
Well, today's adventure is covered bridges.
That's right. We're going to go on a little exploration road trip this morning, and we're going to find some of Vermont's over 100 covered bridges. Now, we're not going to try to find them all, of course.
No, that'll take too long. But
right here in this area where we're staying, which is Randolph Center, and we picked this location because it's kind of in the center of the state of Vermont. There are over a dozen bridges in this immediate vicinity. So we're going to go down about 3 country roads or county roads, and we're going to find some covered bridges.
Find some bridges. Okay, we have found our first covered bridge. It's off of 14, and it's on Bray Covered Bridge Road. So we're going to walk through it.
Let's go.
The information in this video is taken from the Vermont Covered Bridge Society. Bray Covered Bridge is 14 feet wide and 44 feet long. It is believed to have been constructed around 1904.
And there's no date or anything on this bridge, so I'm not sure what the construction time period was, but it looks like they've done a pretty good job of preserving it. It is in need of a little bit of repair. So, you know, another name for covered bridges was also kissing bridges, because porters would go in there to get out of the sun and to get out of the way of prying eyes and smooch. So I hope you're ready for some smooching today.
Yeah, I think we're going to do our part right now.
Okay.
Good smooches.
So this is covered bridge number 2. This is the Gifford Covered Bridge, and it's off Hyde Road, or on Hyde Road, off of 14 again.
And again, there's no cell signal here, and we didn't look up any history beforehand, but we'll do that when we get back to camp.
And unlike the first bridge, Gifford Bridge has a wooden floor. The first bridge we went across was a concrete floor. So it's a nice bridge.
We're going to walk through it. The Gifford Covered Bridge, also known as the C.K. Smith Covered Bridge, crosses over the second branch of the White River. It was believed to be built in 1904, and it is 54 feet long. I would imagine the construction of these bridges is similar. They probably had a standard construction for them.
Yeah, it does look similar. So the South Randolph, Vermont Covered Bridge kind of snuck up on us. We were headed past South Randolph and headed towards East Bethel, and this one was not marked on the map.
But we saw it from a distance, or actually Paul saw it from a distance and said, hey, here's one. And again, the similar construction. This one is not painted red like the other two are.
No, but this one is the only one that we've seen so far that had a name on it. So this is South Randolph, Vermont Covered Bridge. And like the second one, it's a wooden plank floor.
Yep. This covered bridge is also known as the Kingsbury-Hyde South Randolph Bridge. It was built in 1904 and reconstructed in 1994. The Howl Covered Bridge is located in Turnbridge, Vermont on Belknap Brook Road. Built in 1879, the bridge is 75 feet long and crosses the first branch of the White River. It is a privately owned bridge and serves as a gateway to the Howl family farm. Okay, so we're both going to go across. This is a prettier bridge than the others.
Yeah, I like this one.
That was a a stopping machine.
I think the people here that live close to this one like to decorate.
Yeah.
And they've got hangers along the side of the bridge, I noticed.
They've got what?
They've got metal hangers that they can hang things on the side of the bridge on the inside.
And it looks like if they wanted to, they could actually close the bridge off, possibly. It doesn't look like it's been closed off in a long time, though.
Right.
Because
like
these look
designed to have a door.
Yeah, look like doors.
Also looks like some people had come through here.
They were too tall.
They were a little bit tall and a little bit wide.
Yeah.
You gotta watch your farm wagons.
Okay.
1879.
This is the Howl Bridge, and they even have a Christmas wreath on it. Okay, not sure if this is pronounced Silly or Siley Bridge, but its circuit is 1883.
This one on the map of the bridges in this area was an unnamed bridge. So it's interesting that it has a name on it and actually is in pretty decent shape.
Yep, and unlike the other bridges that we've crossed so far, this one has a window with a lovely view of the stream or the little river below. This bridge has a QR code put up by the Vermont Covered Bridge Society, and if you scan the code, it'll give you something about the bridge. So, honey, you did that, so what came up?
Well, I gotta look and see where if I can find it. This is the Silly. The Silly Bridge crosses the first branch of the White River at the edge of the river bottomlands. The hillside is covered with brightly flowering ground cover where it rises sharply at the bridge portal. The Covered Spans of Yesteryear website provides some historical background. The bridge was named for the nearby Silly family and was built at a cost of $523.35. You couldn't buy half the lumber in here for that today. When built, its portals were skewed by 7 degrees, thus it exhibits a slight camber. The truss is unusual in that the truss has an upper cord with the vertical tension members extending slightly above the cord to support the roof and the sill. An engineering study was done in August of 2003, and the study identified a number of areas that needed work along with options to improve the load rating. Silly Covered Bridge engineering study. The restoration work was completed in 2006. Our thanks to the town of Turnbridge for allowing the posting of the Vermont Covered Bridge Society welcome patch. Well, we've seen this sign on other bridges in other places, I think most notably the one in Minnesota, but it says $1 fine for a person to drive a horse or other beast faster than a walk or drive more than one loaded team at the same time on this bridge. It's the Mill Bridge from 1883. It's also the first of the covered bridges that we found today that we couldn't drive through. It says the load limit is 3 tons, which is 6,000 pounds, and my truck's a little bigger than that. So I've got to lose some weight if we're going to drive across it.
All right, let's walk. Oh, and there is a beautiful stream right here with a waterfall. This is just a double bonus. That's awesome.
Can't wait to get under here.
And again, this bridge has windows on it, just like the last bridge we saw. And it also has a sign, QR code put up. This bridge has actually 4 windows. The other one had 2.
They've done a nice job with some wildflowers right in here. But also the dam over there on the other side of the creek or river is the mill dam, and so that building behind the tree is the old mill, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so this is the Larkin Bridge, circa 1902. It's a little bit more recent than the others, and it doesn't seem to be in as good a shape as some of the others. It does have a window, however, it's not a real window.
That's not a window. But what it does have that the other ones have not had is it's got these steel support rods coming down. The other ones didn't have that.
Larkin Covered Bridge is located again in Turnbridge, Vermont on Larkin Road. It crosses the first branch of the White River and was built in 1902. The truss length is 68 feet. Okay, the weight limit on this bridge, the Flint Bridge, circa 1845, was what, honey?
Well, after we got to the other side of the bridge, there was a sign that said 3 tons, which is 6,000 pounds. My truck's gross vehicle weight is 10,000, which is 5 tons, but that includes everything if it was fully loaded, so we're not completely loaded, we're good.
Flint Covered Bridge was built in 1845 and is the oldest of 5 covered bridges in Turnbridge, Vermont. And again, a similar construction. This bridge does have a little window. The window's not quite as pretty as the other windows are. Just kind of long.
It gives you a beautiful view of the lower river.
And the mountains. Look at that view. Isn't that gorgeous? And the smell here is just, boy, that river. This is the White River, by the way. It just keeps going and going back through the mountains. All right, let's kiss and walk. We're not through the bridge yet.
I think this is the smallest of the bridges we've seen so far, isn't it?
It looks pretty small. It's still, you know, big enough for us to drive our truck through, and we already did. This is the Moxley Bridge, circa 1883.
I don't think, nope, no windows.
And you come out to the beautiful view of the White River again. And this is just very pretty country up here in Vermont. The North Country, they call it. Or the North Woods. I don't remember which.
Vermont.
Vermont. And then it looks like on this side, at least for the time being, that if you had an AT vehicle, you could actually drive. There's a little road right here, and the river's so low you get to drive across to the other side to this little road that's right there. Not really a road, but a drive.
Boat landings.
Yeah.
All right, let's go see if we can find the next bridge.
Okay.
Oh, and there's another one over there.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we have scored on this road. We are in Northfield Falls, Vermont, and we found 2 covered bridges on this road. So let's walk through this one.
Quick kiss.
And like the other bridges, this one has windows. And this river is known as the Dog River.
But unlike the other windows, in this one it's called lattice work windows because the bridge is a lattice work bridge with the windows just open on the other side of it.
Okay, and this bridge is the lower covered bridge, Coxbrook 1872. It's a queen post bridge instead of a lattice bridge. And it's not as long as the other one. And it has a window also. They're pretty stream down there. Okay.
So this little bridge is another Northfield Falls Bridge. It's on Slaughterhouse Road, and it's over the Dog River from 1872.
And again,
Single square window on either side.
pretty view of some little falls over there.
That's deep. Look how deep that is.
It is pretty deep. Looks like the sides just keep going down and down.
I think they do. They dive off it.
Oh, I hope not.
I mean, look at that's deep, and that's not a reflection up. Otherwise, you'd see the vegetation.
Yeah, that's true. You can't even see the bottom. But it's interesting that that's just seems about the only place.
It's a hole.
On the other side, yeah.
Britta, when you marry me, yes. That's where the deep part starts. If we were in Florida, I'd say this was a spring.
That's interesting. Look at that rock, though. The formations on it.
All the layers.
I wonder if it is part of a spring. Look, anyway, wait. Y'all can watch. Good smoochies. Okay, so we're looking at the water coming from under the bridge, and there's some boils rolling up, so it's possible that this may be a spring in here. You gonna see how chilly the water is? Is it cold? Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, I don't make I want to strip down on my skivvies and jump in.
No. If this area right here were more shallow, we could walk out on that rock bar. It's not a sandbar, it's a rock bar. And get a really good view of the bridge. But it's not. Okay, this is our 13th, well technically 14th, but 13th and final and smallest bridge I believe we've come to today.
I think so.
This is Mosley Covered Bridge, Stoneybrooke, circa 1899, King Post. Okay, so let's walk through the shortest bridge.
That was easy.
Yep.
Okay, now what's not going to be easy is get the side view. Going from the other side.
Yeah. But look at that creek down there. It's gorgeous. And the drive up here to get this final bridge was very pretty. I'll do a video on the way back right through the forest. But I mean, this is here's a little Christmas tree. Oh my goodness! Let's dig it up and take it home.
I don't think it would last.
Okay, and Paul's doing what he likes to do best, explore and help me out. Okay, but just look at all the rock formations on this little river and how the water's just coming out under the bridge over those rocks. It's really amazing. So the water comes back from that way, flows slowly under the bridge, just those little rocks. Okay, so I'm just sitting out here. The bridge is right behind us, our last and final bridge. And honey, this was your idea of finding these covered bridges. We actually found a total of 14. And I think you had a really sweet idea.
I did too. I mean, we did a couple other things today besides the covered bridges, but this was a day, all it cost us was time and fuel in the truck, and really not a whole lot of that. We saw a lot of neat countryside all over Vermont, and the yellow flies are starting to come.
Yes, okay. So, from, what town is this? Whatever town it is.
Stoneybrooke.
Stoneybrooke. Stoneybrooke, Vermont. We'll say bye, y'all. Hey y'all, thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, The Go With The Flow Couple. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Bye y'all.